Hello, I'm Donald from Demex in Sweden. I'm the CEO of Demex, and I would now like to show you some interesting features we have launched with our new Demex app, which allows you to control your gate wherever you are in the world. You can control it if it's a building gate, so-called mobile gate, or if it's a permanent gate, or a barrier, or whatever you like. So I'll quickly just run through the main features, just describing the app in general. So when you first log in, you have the steering view, we call it. This is where you have an overview of the gate. You see the animation, so you see the actual gate, which changes depending on your gate. So you should see the correct animation. You also see the status, is it open or is it closed? You also have the option to open if it's closed, and close if it's opened. You have a quick overview of the amount of days since last service. You also can see the amount of cycles, so how many times has the gate been opening and closing. You can also, if you click on see all data, you can see some more data, which is, for example, if the safety edge has been triggered, like if someone's been hitting the safety edge, or if the cabinet is open, or if the photo cell has been triggered. So here we have a good overview of the general status of the gate. You can also see the log. If you click on see log history, you will also see the log, what happened with the gate, how many times has it been opening, closing, and also if it's been a power cut. And we can also see if it's lost connection with the cloud before a power cut. That will then allow us to know if the power cut was before, and then we lost connection to the cloud. That would then mean that there's been a power failure at the site. Whereas if we lose the connection to the cloud on the same time as the power, we then know it's probably a connection problem. Maybe there is something with the cloud. And the next tab you have is the calendar. So here is where you can do your different schedules. So you can have a set schedule for opening in the morning, closing in the evening. You can also tick a box which allows you to prevent the holidays. So if there is a holiday, it won't open on that day. You can have as many schedules as you want, but just one active at a time. You can also, from the steering view, which is like the main screen, you can set the schedule on or off. And the next item you have, or tab you have, is the user tab. Here is where you see the users. Here you can also see who has been invited but not used their invitation. You can also, of course, make new invitations, and there you can choose between a user or a guest. A user is a user, as it sounds, and a guest is made for guests. The difference is that the guest has limited permissions. They also have a limited time period for when the app is active. So, for example, you are having a painter coming to your factory, which only should be there for maybe 2 weeks. You still want him to have allowance to enter the front gate. You then said that he is going to be allowed till, for example, end of April. It then automatically will remove him as a user or as a guest at the end of April. Gives you peace of mind. You don't need to think about it. Did I delete him or not? He will just disappear from the list. You can also set individual settings for the users and also for the guests, whether there's maybe some users that you want to have allowance to, for example, create schedules, or some you don't want to. You can then restrict them or put on more permissions. I think that's in general the quick overview of the app. We will cover more of the details on further clips. I hope you will trial this app because it's really, really user-friendly. Our motto with it is that we don't need to have any instructions because people don't open and check the instructions anyway. And that's why we made the app so user-friendly, so you should be able to, even the first time, just click around, find your way through and find the different things. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.